One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. Escapes the defender.
Oh, who is that? That nigga fucked him up from back.
A big play there on the first play of the game. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's
my niggas just tired off that first play, son.
Stopping behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Nobody ever wants
the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to get this down to the
4th and 2. Coach. Coach, what do you want?
Pick up, and it leads to 4th down.
They said to go for it. Jalen said to keep the kick team on, man. Kick him off.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have struck first in this NFC title game. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on
Everybody
the
got
chalk of the
fucking
20.
arm sleeve on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they'll go on the ground.
That was a fucking great block.
Down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll try and run for it.
What are we doing? What are you waiting for?
To the 31, enough for the first down. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, this is taken in.
Come on,
it's
Pet.
Touchdown, Giants.
Jeez.
Saw this plenty last year in college.
Thought we was gonna grab that
Taking
one.
shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
No, the win is, I think it's like 15.
On the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even
Didn't
at
go
7 now as
down.
they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Peoples Jones Jr.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know...
God, what are you waiting for?
He's going to keep this again. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Nigga, throw it.
And
What's
he
happening?
can't get
Oh, I
away
pumped
from
it.
the pressure the Giants get
I pumped it.
there.
I pumped it.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Nigga can't feel his hands.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he is
I
not
didn't even see him.
going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost him 6 points.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD.
In his face.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Against the Chiefs.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's
They
through
was
the
not
end
with
zone
it.
for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down. A first down carry for Henry. Bust through the tackle.
Come on, Sewell, get up!
Down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter.
These niggas getting cold, don't know how to play.
A good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun handoff to Henry.
Who is that? Fucking TJ.
Here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up.
Nigga throw like
I always
rivers.
remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught on the right side. Williams stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
Darnell, we need those.
Snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck Roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick
Get in there! On the ball!
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's
Get in there!
snow nonetheless. 3rd and goal here.
Jalen, what are you doing?
NFC title.
180!
It's a quarterback sneak.
Get in there, Jesus!
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Jesus Christ!
Be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now their defense came through with a goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath. And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath. Gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Or no?
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
This nigga Stingley!
Incomplete.
Stingley!
We do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Right back to him on 1st down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow.
Did
the
it?
Ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
You say he's hoping he did or didn't?
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense.
I believe in my defense.
Go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Come on, Brown.
There on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again. He'll drop to throw.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And that nearly
Nigga underthrew
intercepted.
it.
Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll drop to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Jesus Christ, Sakuda!
Inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants.
That nigga got
And that looked
burnt.
almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I
What
can.
type of shit was that?
You run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably
Nah, he
calculate
didn't
the
wanna
hang
play.
time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
That nigga ran to the line of scrimmage, moved back, and got
It's
cooked.
no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. A gain of 6 there on first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 4. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter what
Yeah,
it's
that's what I'm
a
saying.
quarter,
I lost to the
half, a
fucking
game,
Chiefs.
a series,
I mean, to the fucking...
whatever. But they're finishing the first half in
Bro,
fine
dead
style,
ass.
putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The point after is good. And this is back to an 8-point game.
27-23, 33.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
What the hell?
The decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him
That
about
nigga
5
said
yards as he's
huggy.
tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Flushed out right.
Why did you switch? This nigga Okuda's getting cooked.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Yeah. That is ridiculous. Man.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he?
Marvin!
Right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30. Out of bounds. A good pick up there. To the first down completion. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this
I didn't even see the
right where it is. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance.
Having the cold, the weather.
In the NFC Championship game from the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough. A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Back to throw now on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll go with the keeper. And he gets
Jesus
halfway there
Christ.
down to
Oh,
the
that's not my
1-yard
starter?
line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
That's why
Jesus.
aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
I don't think I don't think Sterling's in. I think he's out. Or is that Sterling getting fucked up, man? It has to be.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for two. They'll try and run it in with Henry.
Jesus!
But he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. From the gun, they'll try to run. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their
No, yeah, it's
pace.
definitely the connection
This is ball
with that
control
dumb shit.
football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And
We're so
he
slow.
is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down.
Where you going, Ted? Jesus Christ!
Taking the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
That nigga fucked 3 people up.
He'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, He was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They run the jet sweep now for Tony. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. He finds Robinson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 36 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and it will push the lead up to 5. See, they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw here to his running back. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play.
Yeah, I'm behind. Be patient.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
They'll try and run it in with Henry.
Thanks,
And he
nigga.
will not get there. He comes up short. And they're
We need Sterling in. Sterling, you need to pad it up.
Remain a one-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He touched it, ref.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Stop shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Caught by Tony. There they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Oh, what a catch by Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10. He'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, they do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Back to throw here. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate Big plays for an offense.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Fucking Abraham. Fucking Abraham.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good
Smalls,
shape.
what are you doing, Smalls? Smalls, what are you doing?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw it?
Oh my God.
I think you are. I don't think there's any way
what are you doing?
out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly.
Stingley, what are you doing?
Incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down.
Heck, you're not even supposed to be in. You better do something, man. Heck, you're not even supposed to be in.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Niggas!
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2nd and 9. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Jalen.
So important. It just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
This is tough.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. The Lions are Super Bowl bound, the NFC champs. As we say, thanks for watching and good night.